Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Now, before we begin, this video is going to be in two parts. In a moment, you're going to be taken away to a special place and put in a real life scenario as we make a video today based on Timothy Weah. As we know, the news has broke. Timothy Weah's contract at Celtic has been torn up, his loan contract, and he's been told to go back to PSG in preparation for his experience with the under-20s American team or whatever. So he's gone. Lennon's told him to pack his bags. I'm going to give my opinions and stuff on that in a moment. Now, first, before that, what you're going to see is a video that I actually was asked to shoot for Copper 90. You might know Copper 90, I have about 2 million subscribers, so I'm sure if you know me, you know them. I was asked to make a video about Timothy Weah for them, but they never published it, they never got around to doing it, and now I imagine they'll probably scrap the video, considering this news that is broke about Timothy Weah. And I thought I'd put the clip to use because I went through the effort to go down to Parkhead and film this and such. Now, a lot of the points are now irrelevant. Let's keep that in mind. But Sharp Div helped me film this, by the way, so shout out to him. But the points might be irrelevant now, but nonetheless, I was always going to upload it. I was waiting for the perfect time. I was waiting for him to have a big performance or something. And now he's gone, so I may as well upload it now that the news is broke. So, take it away, Ryan. We're going to go away to Parkhead, and after that, I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on the scenario of him leaving the club.
Well, my first thoughts was, who is Timothy Weah? I never knew anything about him. To be honest, I didn't even know he existed. I hadn't seen much of him at all. The only thing that I knew is that we were getting someone who was the son of George Weah, who was obviously a fantastic player and had, you know, a very successful career. So that was part of the excitement, but at the same time, I was thinking to myself, what if this is just a name? What if he has no talent? What if we're going to get nothing from him here? So my initial thoughts were definitely sceptical, but there was that excitement there because obviously he was from that family. He had that history behind him in his dad's playing career. So it was exciting but sceptical, to say the least. I think he's not had the biggest impact on how things have went this season. He's came in, and I think within his first couple of games he came off the bench and he showed talent, but he struggled to get into the first team. He struggled to start. He only got his first start this week. But at the same time, I think he's brought a bit of positivity, and it's affected the team probably behind the scenes and in training. It's probably made players work harder because they know he has talent and he's been capable of scoring goals, and he showed that from the first game. So I'd imagine behind the scenes he's had a great impact on the squad, a very positive impact. It's just a matter of getting him on the pitch more now and being able to use that on the park more, because he's definitely got the talent to cause everybody in this league trouble, and I'd like to see him deployed more in the big games. I think we've wasted opportunities in the big games with him just sitting on the bench, and that's the next step from getting him into these big games. Well, there's no question of how well he's managed to, you know, bring himself into the Celtic family. He's loving life. He's been really vocal on his social media as to how much he's enjoying his time at the club and how enjoyable an experience it's been for him. The Celtic fans have really took to him. The Celtic fans want to see him play a lot more. They're begging to see him released, is the word they're using on Twitter, constantly released Timothy Weah. And yeah, he's feeding off it, and he's been showing that through the positive performances he's coming on, and you can see the passion in his reactions and how he's playing, and every time something goes right for him you can see it in the way he scores. He grabs the shot. He's got the passion there, and I think he wants to be here at the club longer, and the fans, they definitely want that. So for both parties, it's probably something of great interest. Well, definitely pace, that's up there. He's fast. He can outrun basically any defender so far I've seen. So I mean, that's one thing you're looking at. I think for the position he's been playing, mostly up front, is definitely something we've probably needed a bit more of. We've needed that pace. And the way he's brought that into the squad, along with the other players that we did bring in, and Oliver Buck, has been a nice little change. It's been something new. So definitely pace up there. And I think just overall positivity is a great trait what he's brought, because he's eager and he's positive to do anything, and to get into the team. So I mean that himself, sometimes that is just greater than technical ability and attributes. Just the positives and the motivation that he brings to the squad is great. With his career, I imagine there's a great path he can go, and there's a lot he can do, especially as I previously mentioned with his father being George. You know, I imagine there will be teams interested, knowing that he's shown here that he's got talent, and it's not just because his dad is George Weah. He can go a long way in his career. At PSG, whether or not he'll quite make it there, don't know, wait and see. I'd like to see him return to Celtic next year, but I imagine there will be teams down south. I imagine there will be teams probably in France and such looking at Timothy Weah and knowing that he can probably improve their teams as well. So he's got a long way to go, very young, 18, 19 years of age. He's got so far to go in his career, but I have no doubt that this is a player that we can see play for a big club for 4 or 5 years' time. I think, it's when anybody joins Celtic, you want to automatically take them in as part of the Celtic family, but when somebody comes in with such a positivity and such a love for the fans and a love for the game, and they want to show that on and off the park, it's very easy to take them in and it's very easy to become attached to them, and that's why the majority of fans are going to want to see Timothy Weah return here to the club next season for another spell. And with the way he's went around things, I hope they would do see that. And he is part of the Celtic family, and let's just hope it's for a wee bit longer next year.
Awesome. That's all the questions.
Woo. Right, back to me now. Timothy Weah has had his loan spell cut short at Celtic. The kind of first batch of some two big news stories to do with Celtic today. I was going to make a video on the other one, but decided this one was more important and more to speak about, so I went with this. Obviously, the other one being that Lee Congerton has, or Congerton, how you pronounce it, has left Celtic, the head of recruitment, to join up with Brendan Rodgers at Leicester. A move which I did expect to happen a lot sooner, but that's happened nonetheless, so we're talking about Timothy Weah. So basically, he was due to play against Poland with the USA under-20s the day before the Scottish Cup final. So it means he wouldn't have been in the final squad if he chose to go and play with America, which I'd expect him to do in all honesty. There's no reason for him to pledge this massive, sort of allegiance to Celtic after only being here in a 6-month loan or whatever. But it's the manner in which things have happened which really annoys me. It's the manner of how Neil Lennon has told me to leave. Now, Neil Lennon is getting it fucking stinking on Twitter. He's getting it rotten, and rightfully so. I think the manner of how it's happened, apparently this is his quote. His quote is, with this decision, the gaffer told me that it was in the best of interest of the team that I collect my things and go home rather than be a part of the team on Sunday, which I think is ridiculous. I think it's completely bonkers. I mean, I don't even know how else to word it. Why not have Timothy Weah as part of the team on Sunday? He played well last week against Aberdeen. He's played well whenever he's really been given a chance at Celtic, especially when he was coming off the bench under Rodgers. He's a good player and he can change a game if he's coming off the bench, and he offers that little bit of spark, that wee bit of flair, even when starting the game, and we've just got rid of him. After a good performance, this was his chance to play an old firm match, show what he's worth, what he's capable of, hopefully what we could have seen from him next season, and now he's just been thrown away. And it's a big conversation in the fact that, does this mean that Neil Lennon's getting the job? Now, obviously, the main part of this decision was taken because he's not going to be here for the cup final. What's the point in having him around? There's 2 games left of the season. May as well go and get him ready for that. No point in keeping him around. That was Neil Lennon's thinking about it. Now, any other manager might have done the same thing, but with that sort of, that step being taken by Neil Lennon, it to me signals that we could be looking at the next Celtic manager. It just seems like he knows that there's no place for him. He doesn't want him here next year. He's just saying, right, go. But at the same time, obviously, there's still, there was a perfectly good reason behind the whole, game against Poland thing. But why not give him a chance to play against Rangers and a big, where we need a result? It's an old firm. We still want a result. Give him that chance to play there, and then give him a chance to say farewell at Celtic Park as well, because we don't have a clue if he'll be back next season. And now with the man who's left the club, God knows if he'll ever want to come back. Now, he expressed his admiration for the Celtic fans, his admiration for playing for this team. And you know what? Maybe he will like to come back, but it's not going to happen under Neil Lennon now. I don't know if it's been more aggressive, but is this signs that, this whole manager-player relationship problem that we've heard about Neil Lennon in the past piping up a little bit? No, I'm not the one. Don't want you all going on Twitter saying Ryan 118 claims Neil Lennon is a fucking bully, and Ryan 118 is claiming that fucking Neil Lennon is having fucking stage brawls with players. No. But it's just, we don't have, there's been, the way he just worded it, like the gaffer told me it was the best interest of the team to pack my bags and go. To me it sounds, a bit, it could have been a bit more formal if that was the way Neil Lennon went about it, it could have been a bit nicer. and it wasn't. So Timothy Weah's gone, and I honestly do believe it's a big blow to the team, especially for Sunday. I thought he would have been cracking starting the game, even if Sinclair started coming on for Sinclair later in the game to change things up. And now that option is gone. I thought he would have started. I predicted that he would start after his performance against Aberdeen, and he's gone. But what also baffles me is why has he not done the same with Burke and Toljan? They're not going to be here next season. And Neil Lennon's not cut there, and he's not going to play them on Sunday. He's not played them at all. So why not just cut their loans as well? It's confusing. So that to me could also signal that maybe there was a little problem line there. And obviously Buck and Toljan don't have international games to go this season. They don't have to play in the under-20s World Cup or whatever the fuck it is, which means they will be available for the cup final. But I don't know. I feel like they could have given Tim Weah a couple more chances in the team and try to build up something to bring him back next season. And now all hopes of that look dead. But he's gone. I think it's a real shame, a real loss to Celtic. But does it change what has to be done on Sunday? Or tomorrow, should I say. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. I'll see you all next time.